Hey all you cool runners out there, Coach Morgan here, bringing you an at-home workout now. If you've been sitting a lot more than usual, those glutes are probably getting a little weak. So today we are gonna be hitting those glutes extra hard, so go ahead and grab yourself a resistance band and let's get into it. Now, if you don't have a band, you can use something like a buff, a bandana, a sweatshirt with the arms tied together, something that's gonna give you a little bit of resistance, but also have a little bit of stretch to it. For this first exercise, we have squat abduction pulses. Now, with your band here, we're gonna slip it up over top of the knees, making sure it's not too close down to the knees. We don't want that pressure right on the kneecap. So just up a little ways. We're gonna stand with our feet hip width apart here, and we're gonna sit down nice and low into our squat, keeping that back nice and flat, keeping that chest up if we can there, and getting down as low as you possibly can. Maybe not as possibly can, we don't want you this far down, but in that nice squat formation, trying to get a 90-degree angle here, keeping those knees back over top of the toes. Now, as we're down here in our squat, the part of the abduction pulses is gonna be pushing out to the sides here, coming back in nice and slowly, pushing out, coming back in, working on those abductor muscles here on the outside, which really helps stabilize the hip. Next up, we have a lateral plank walk. So once again, the band, this one's actually gonna go up and around our forearms this time. And this one might be a little bit tricky because those arms are gonna really wanna cave in. So we're gonna be strong in the upper body there and keep the tension going at all times. So hands keeping them hip, shoulder width apart here, stepping back into our nice high plank, keeping that belly button squeezed nice and tight there, keeping a nice flat back, just like we did in our squats. For this lateral plank walk, I'm gonna move to my right, so my right hand and my right foot are gonna go at the same time. I'm just gonna take little tiny steps here, and then moving the left hand and the left foot at the same time. So trying to walk without getting too wibbly wobbly here with those hips. This is all about working on that stability. So I'm gonna walk back the other way. Getting a little core burn in there as well too. For this one, really wanna make sure that if you're feeling like your core is gonna give out, or if you have to arch your back, I don't want you guys to do that. So take a quick breath, maybe sit back into your child's pose really quick, but come right back up and try it again. Next up, we have one of my favorite and least favorite movements here. We're gonna be down on our ground in our side plank position here. Now you either can be up on your elbow or down fully on the ground with your hand resting underneath your head there for a little bit of protection. We're gonna be doing clamshells here. So we are gonna have that band right above the knees here. This is Coach Zoe. She's gonna be making sure that our form is good here today. Get out of here, kitty. We're gonna bring that knee all the way up and out to the side, keeping those feet together, pushing up as high as we can go, nice and slow and controlled, coming down here, really working on those outer glutes. Glutes are super important because they help with hip extension, which essentially is the biggest part of your stride where you're getting really all that power from. So these are really great for that. I like to almost use a tighter band for this because of my flexibility. I can go up a little bit more. So sometimes I like to have a tighter band or even doubling up on bands just so that it makes it a little bit harder for me. So making sure you're doing it on both sides as well too. Okay, next movement is a really good one because we're gonna be hitting our quads as well too. Band is actually gonna be around our feet for this one, right underneath your arches. And hey, if you guys are doing this workout barefoot, extra points for you because we're getting some feet workout in there too, making sure those feet are nice and strong. So standing hip width apart here, and as the band is right around our arches, I like to put my hands on my hips here. We're gonna be doing high knees. Once again, as with all these movements, kind of a little bit quicker, more powerful up, and nice and slow and controlled back down. Don't let the band just pull you back down. We're working on that stability there as well too with that resistance. So bringing that knee up as high as I can, nice and slow back down, really driving that knee up as high as we can go, and slow and controlled back down. Making sure that core stays on nice and tight here. We don't want to arch the back as we're doing this. So think about that nice, good, tall run form, right? Rolling those shoulders back. If you want to get a little arm action in there as well too, really practice our run, that's even better. For your workout today, you're gonna be doing each movement for 45 seconds on and 15 seconds worth of rest. My challenge is 3 rounds for you guys, more if you're feeling really good. You're gonna have 1 minute of rest in between each round. I have an app that I use on my phone that beeps and just tells me when to go, and I'll drop the link to that down in the description below. And if you really wanna work out together and you wanna go through all 3 rounds with me, check out down in the description below the link to download our free app and check out our Together We Move program, where we're putting in a bunch of different workouts each and every day from coaches here at the Run Experience and special guest athletes who are giving us their favorite workouts that they want to share with you. So be sure to check it out, and I'll see you guys in there. Coach Morgan, out.